If you are a coach or consultant who's struggling to make $1 million up to $6 million per year, pay attention to this video because it can be the thing that literally helps you make millions and millions of dollars every single quarter. Literally, every 3 months, if you pay attention and actually implement on this lesson that I'm about to share, I can see you making $1 million every 90 days, okay? Now, I personally don't coach others on how to start coaching businesses, but over the last few months, we've been onboarding and helping coaches who help others start coaching businesses. And the reason why I'm making this video is because, I've kind of like discovered a new level of helping my clients scale faster and beat their competition, right? And, in 2020, I left my 9 to 5 and in 2021 started earning almost $500,000 a year. And the second year of being in business, we did over 600 grand in revenue in December of 2022 and over $500,000 in cash collected in all on all the platforms, right? I made $250,000 in cash collected profit that month at 24 years old. And, on gross profit was almost $500,000, which was crazy. But anyway, this is really sick. So if you're a coach coaching coaches, it is crucial for you to have an offer that is infinitely more attractive than your competitors. Most people think that they'll beat their competition and scale by doing more, DM ads, IG shoutouts, Facebook organic, TikTok ads, more shorts, TikToks and Reels, or more content. But trust me, the issue is not that you're not getting enough attention. Sometimes it is, okay? I'm not saying that the issue, for most people it is, but I believe that the bigger issue is that your offer is the same as everyone else's. Everybody's saying, hey, start a 10K a month coaching business. Start a 10K a month coaching this. Start making $1 million doing this. It's just the same promises, right? What ends up happening with this is that the market becomes numb to the message. And now, regardless of the promises you're making, nobody want to engage because it's like, okay, but you're telling me that you can help me start a coaching business. So can everybody else on Facebook. So can everybody else on Instagram. So can everybody on YouTube. Now, how do you beat this problem, right? The market has become sophisticated and they're aware of all the strategies that are out there, right? And a lot of people who don't follow the advice that I'm about to share here, they will literally go out of business. I can maybe not go out of business, but their revenue will drop dramatically. Okay? Now, let me walk you through how we help coaches scale past 6 figures, even up to multiple 6 figures per month. The most important thing that we focus on, the most important angle is actually their offer. But before I go over the offer, I want to walk you through the growth thesis we will leverage to guide our decision-making when it comes to their lead gen, appointment setting, and sales, right? Offers, I just said offers are most important, but I know that lead gen and appointment setting is also super important. So I want to share with you the thesis, the lesson, and the frameworks that we use to scale our clients. The number one thing we focus on, okay, I'll kind of zoom in, is attention, right? You need a way to acquire attention, okay? But most people make the following mistake. Once they acquire attention, I'll actually use this lucid chart. Once people acquire attention, all they just want to focus on is they want to take people from here to booking an appointment right away. That will not work, not sustainably and not profitably in 2023. Why? Because there's already everybody trying to convert them. So they're numb to this strategy of oh, hey, DM me and then I'll get you to book a call right away. That will work. But I promise you, you'll become like one of the coaches who joined us because he was spending $20,000 on ads and only making $40,000 in return. That's crazy. That's inefficient. That's not a business, right? If you're spending a lot of efforts, a lot of time, a lot of money to only make 2x on your effort and money invested on ads or acquisition, you don't have a business that is sustainable. The unit economics break. You haven't paid payroll, you haven't paid for a penthouse, you haven't paid for a Porsche, you haven't paid for a vacation. I'm bringing my clients on a retreat and it cost me $10,000 a day. I'll show you. I'm bringing my team on a retreat here. Where is it? We're going to this villa. I have rented 3 other villas, right? And if you're spending $20,000 on ads and you're making 40 grand a month, you're not going to be able to experience life, right? And the reason why I'm making this video is not because I want to show you how to make more money. No, I want to show you how to make money effortlessly so you can afford to be present. Most people are not present at all. They're always stressed, wanting the next lead, worried about the next closed deal. No, how about we figure out how to play the game right, okay? So instead, what we do is we help them find attention. How? First we make the decision, like, hey, what are your resources? How much money do you have to allocate to acquisition every month? And what is your level of urgency? Do you want to start making $100,000 a month a year from now, or do you want to start making it today or yesterday, right? Depending on what they decide, then we will either go outbound prospecting if the resources are low and they're okay with being patient, or paid ads if they have more resources and they're just willing to get a lot of lead flow every month, okay? And then we have different strategies, of course, so I'll just show you guys. So this is kind of like the workflow when it comes to organic. And then we also have another strategy when it comes to paid, okay? So the next thing is owning attention. Once we get leads, we don't want to convert them right away. What we want to do is we want to own the data, right? Due to the fact that owning attention is the new way of creating wealth. Why? Because I can promise you that anyone who's making more money than you owns attention. Hormozi owns attention. He went from being a guy who spends a lot of money on ads to focusing on just growing his brand. Why? Because he realized that Alphabet owns attention. They have data on us. They can get our attention. I mean, they even sell our attention. Meta is worth $700 billion. Why? Because they own our data, right? So the path to making your acquisition profitable is to own attention. Just copy the billion and trillion dollar companies, right? So what we do is we own attention. Once we're done owning attention, the way that we do it is we create audience assets for the founder. So we help you build a group. We help you build an email list. We want them to always have something worth millions, even when they stop prospecting or spending money on ads. So as an example, I have 20,000 people on my email list. If I ever go broke, if I ever can't pay rent, okay, I'll send one email. I'll make one video. I'll make one thing. And that thing can make me 5 figures in no time. But a lot of people never spend time creating the asset where they own people's attention. So when they need to make money, they always got to go back to paid ads. They got to go back to outbound prospecting and finding cold audiences. We don't want to focus on that much, okay? Now, once we own the asset, we want to educate them at scale. Due to the level of competition and due to prospects, being more numb to our messages, being more hesitant than ever before to book calls, we focus on selling them before they need to hop on a call with a process selling VSL, right? This is one video that we built for our clients that helps people who maybe have our leads, but they don't really know yet what the person does, what their coaching offer is, what their consulting offer is. We don't actually want to book them on a call before they're aware of what the client does. We want to turn every prospect into a believer before they hop on a call, right? I'm sure if you've made money on a sales call, you know how easy it is to sell someone who already knows what you do, right? Me personally, we leverage this for our business, and it is so good that we have clients from India who come already knowing that our product is over 5 figures, and they're like, hey, Serge, I just got the money. I know it's a lot of money, especially in India, but they're willing to spend 5 figures or more with our program, right? Now, the next thing is converting attention. We use content, we use setters, and we use ads, right? I won't go into too much of this, right? But this is literally it. Focus on owning attention, on generating attention, owning it, educating it, and then convert it. Never try to convert before someone is educated. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. You're just going to be more depressed, right? Now, let's go over the thing that I actually care about. Their offer. While everyone is stuck selling people information and a calendar on what to do as a coach, right? So I know I've bought some programs around coaching businesses, and all they did was like, hey, here's a promo calendar. Just create these content. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I just paid $8,000, $10,000 for you to tell me that, hey, do this topic on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Like, that's crazy, right? While everybody's selling that type of business model or that type of product, We help our clients provide a faster transformation and a more effortless one. How do we do it? We simply, not only do we help people, let's say a client helps people start coaching businesses, right? Our goal is not to just take them from where they're at and just teach them the knowledge they need to become coaches. What we want to do is we want to be able to bridge the whole gap. Most people, content or material only solve this a little piece of this gap. And then there are people in the program are complaining because they never experienced the thing they paid for in the first place, right? Now, how do we solve it? Like, what is the framework we use to try to solve this? In order for you to be able to bridge the whole gap, you need to understand what actually creates growth in someone's life and in someone's company. Growth only comes from the rate of learning and the rate of change. People need to be learning new information, getting new inputs, right? How much quality information are you taking in, and how fast is your learning cycle? That's what most people focus on with their coaching programs. They're just giving you information. They're just pumping you with new data, but it's like, again, that's just one variable of growth. The second variable, which is the most important one, takes care of change. The rate of change is how fast you start a new behavior, activity, as soon as you get new data, inputs, aka knowledge. That's what we focus on for our clients. We help their clients start new behaviors as fast as possible, right? And this is the thing. If you have a coaching program and people are stuck at $3,000 a month, the issue is not that they don't have the knowledge to make $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, $100,000 a month. It's because their behaviors don't match $100,000 a month behaviors. They don't have the level of activities that happens in a $100,000 a month business. So they will never get there. That's why, people who are scholars and people who are some of the smartest people can't make $1 million to save their own lives because, yes, they know how to do it, but they never started doing it. So what we do with our clients' offers is we, of course, will focus on information. We'll help them build the best information in their offers, which is, information, coaching, accountability. But we will focus on changing the behavior of their clients, right? We want our clients to give them the components that generates the results that people are looking for in the first place, right? When someone is buying how to build a $10,000 a month coaching business, they're not buying the information. They could care less about information. They want $10,000 a month, right? And the main thing that keep new coaches from growing their coaching businesses is their ability to build a predictable lead gen and appointment setting system. So knowing that, if you're helping people start $10,000 a month coaching businesses and you solve this rate of learning problem, which you just give them the information they need, but you don't change their behavior, then unfortunately, you're doing a disservice to your client. And that's why most coaches are broke, because they're just giving information thinking that, I'm smart and I'm going to make a lot of money. No, you're not going to make a lot of money because your value is not that valuable, right? You're only giving information that can be found on the internet for free. ChatGPT could probably do it better and faster, right? If you want to dominate your industry, you got to go a step further and change the behaviors of your clients on their behalf. As an example, something that we help our clients do. So let's say a client helps people start coaching businesses, right? Then what we do is like, hey, we believe you should be helping them also build appointment setting infrastructures. So you sell someone on a coaching offer to start a coaching business. Yes, you give them the information, but how about you also give them a setter? They buy the coaching business, a setter comes with the program. Now your program goes from being, maybe you're charging $8,000 and people are still buying it, but now you can put it at $15,000, $20,000 over 6 months or so, and people buy it consistently because the probability of a success now goes through the roof because they don't even have to do the outreach themselves. That's what you need to do to kill it, right? So something that we do within our business is we're allowing our clients to leverage our $7 million a year recruitment and placement infrastructure. So our clients leverage this new SaaS platform that we are building to request setters that they can place in their coaching businesses clients, right? And they don't have to find or train setters themselves. ClientAcquisition.io does it, and we place around 100 to 200 setters. At least we're trying to be able to scale to up to 200 setters placed per month. And we realize that allowing our clients to leverage our infrastructure is more valuable for our clients than just placing the setters in their company, right? So a lot of clients come to us because they need more lead gen, they need more appointments, but we've realized that we can go even a step further in helping them help their clients, right? And the case study is we have a client who started placing setters in their coaching clients' businesses, so in his clients' businesses, and it allowed him to charge more for each program sold, but most importantly, it allowed him to hit at $27,000 in a single week, which is really impressive in my opinion, right? So if you look at this, I'll kind of like show you real quick. This is kind of like our process of helping clients, right? So if you come and you're a coach, the first thing that we want to do is we want to first make sure that your fulfillment, your client journey flow, your onboarding systems, your onboarding call structure, your communication, the setup and the management and the results process is good, right? But what we also want to do is we want to give you access to our infrastructure, softwares, right? So if you need softwares for outreach, if you need outbound prospecting data, like maybe you have a client who's targeting SaaS people, or maybe people who are consultants, or people who are agencies and things like that. Well, we can literally give you every data around prospecting around any niche that you want. Or if you want setters, you want people to put in companies, we give you access to that. If you need scaling protocol, if you want to know how to scale your clients better, then you can leverage our thesis around scaling companies online. If you want paid acquisition, you can leverage our assets and our protocol. If you want systems integrators, you can leverage our pool of systems integrators, right? You can literally white label our team to go and help your clients or maybe help yourself. If you want audiences, this is something that we're working on and that we will be focusing on soon, right? So we help you get leads, get appointments, scale your business. But the most value that we give to coaching companies and consulting companies is that we help you guys offer more value to your clients. And I promise you, if you are not doing everything you can to build something done for you in your service, unless you're Kim Kardashian or you're Hormozi, making money, collecting money from prospects is going to be harder than ever, right? If you kind of like want to see more about how we actually implement our growth thesis, so I did a 3-hour training where I actually went over how to become a growth creator by building, $10,000 plus offers and implementing client acquisition. That I use growth thesis, which I believe is the fastest path to generating $500K a year, $500K a month for yourself or your clients, right? It's a 3-hour Webby. I went over the implementation flow. I went over our $1 million a month acquisition, paid acquisition flow, funnel, and our 100K a month organic funnel, our priority matrix, all that good stuff, right? So it's this whole thing that I kind of like been pushing heavy, which I believe that anybody who doesn't focus on this will eventually go out of business. So if you want access to it, I'll just leave the link below. Just get it. You'll get access to this Lucy chart. You'll also get access to this doc that I did, which is 106 pages of me going over everything around how to get attention, how to own attention, the results our clients are seeing, and everything, right? So you can get it. Or, if you want to kind of like fast forward things, if you have more urgency and capital to allocate to scaling your business and you want to save time, there will always be a link below. You can speak with my team and I'd be happy to not just help you dial in your offer, dial in your acquisition, literally remove you completely from your prospecting, and your lead gen, your setters, your paid ads. If you need paid ads or if you need setters, we'll place them in your company. We'll remove you completely from anything related to marketing and sales. Of course, you just maybe content here and there would be good, but we won't just do that, but we want to help you help your clients, right? So if you're interested in this, just click the link below and let's change your life. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed this. My name is Serge Gattari. I'm in Montreal, Canada, and I love doing this. I love y'all. Bye-bye.